pointers is an important concept in C language, and both strength and weakness of C is pointers. Now, when you take a pointer, pointer is a variable. Pointer is a variable, but it is a special variable. Pointer is a variable, but it is a special variable. Why special is when you take a variable, variable holds a value. Suppose if I declare a variable a equals to 10, it holds a value. Variable holds a value. Holds a value. Now, when you take the pointer, pointer holds address of a variable. Pointer holds address or variable. So instead of holding a value, it holds address, or instead of holding a value, it says where the value is present. So address of a variable or value. So it says or what you can say is it points. It says or points. Says or points to a value. Points to a variable or variable. So that is the pointer. So it will not be holding a value. It will be indicating or pointing to the variable. That's why it is the pointer. Now, when I take a variable, suppose if I take int a equals to 10, every variable will get some area in memory. Every variable will have an area in memory. Depending upon the type of the variable, it occupies some bytes. Suppose if it is integer, it occupies 4 bytes. 4 bytes, and it is named as a because we are saying a here, and because this is 1 byte, second, third, and fourth, 4 bytes, and the value there is 10. So a variable gets space in memory. Space will be based on the type of the variable. It may be 1 byte, 2 byte, 4 bytes, 8 bytes, 10 bytes, 16 bytes, whatever it is. And the area of the variable will be referred with the name, which is also called as identifier. And the variable, because it occupies the memory, every memory location will have an address. So here it is occupying 4 memory locations. It may have an address 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. But the address of a variable means the address of the first location. So this is the address of variable. So every variable will have an address, even though it is occupying multiple locations. When we say address of a variable, address of the variable is nothing but the address of the starting location of the variable. It may have many memory locations, but the address of the first location is the address of the variable. Now, when we take this address of the variable, now I can, by using this variable, I can take a pointer. Yeah, before we'll see how to declare a pointer. Now there can be a pointer which will be holding this address, and when a pointer holds address, then you can say this pointer is pointing to the variable. Pointer is pointing to this variable. So the pointer, what it does is it holds address. So if variable a is having 2000, if I am taking a pointer p to point to a, then the address of a will be stored here. It will be held by p. That means p is pointing to a. So this is how the memory will be used. Now, when I take this pointer, I told you it's a special variable. Pointer is a special variable. So even the declaration of pointer is also in a special way. Declaration of pointer will also be in a special way. So it is not an ordinary variable. It is a special variable. So the declaration is also slightly in a different way or special way. So when you take the declaration of pointer, you have to say It is like a variable. So in C, all variables must be declared, even pointer must be declared. So the declaration of pointer is like type of a variable you mention type, and pointer name, you can mention the pointer name, but because it's a special variable, it must be preceded by asterisk. Now this asterisk indicates that this this is a pointer variable. It indicates that it is a pointer variable. If I don't use asterisk, that variable is ordinary variable. Now, for example, suppose if I take int a10, it is a variable. A is variable. A is variable. Now, when I take int asterisk p, now p is a pointer. P is a pointer. So it can hold address. Now, when I say, as soon as I say declare a pointer, it is not pointing to any variable. Later, we have to make the pointer point to a variable. If you want to make a pointer point to a variable, you have to take the address of the variable. So you can obtain address of a variable, by using ampersand before the variable name. So if you use ampersand before the variable name, I'll get address. Now when I say a, I'll get 10 here because a is 10. When I say ampersand a, now it will not give 10. The address where it is stored will be obtained. Now if I want to make this p point to this variable, so what I have to say is p equals to ampersand a. So when I say p equals to ampersand a, now p is a pointer pointing to a. P is a pointer pointing to a. So this is how you can make a pointer point to a variable. So the declaration of a pointer is with asterisk to indicate that it's a pointer, to indicate that it's a special variable. And to make a pointer point to a variable, the address of the variable must be stored in P. So when I say P equals to ampersand A is 2000. 2000 is stored here. 2000 is stored here. Now when 2000 is stored, then P starts pointing to 2000 where A is residing. A is residing. So now A is there and P is pointing to this. Now I can use this value of the variable. I can get the value of the variable. So once pointer points to a variable, once a pointer points to a variable, the variable can be accessed through pointer. That is the main thing. Variable can be accessed through pointer. That means when I say A, I'll get 10. When I say ampersand A, I'll get 2000. Now once I write this, once I write this statement, then I can get 10 here or value of A by through pointer. So I can use asterisk P. Now I can, when I say asterisk P, it gives the value pointed by the pointer. So when I say P, I'll get 2000. When I say asterisk P, what it says is don't take the value present in P, take whatever present in P. So take whatever present in P. P has 2000, go there to 2000 and get the value. So when I say asterisk P, go to the location indicated by pointer and get the value. So when you take the location indicated by the pointer is 2000, it goes there and fetches value there, and value there is 10. So once a pointer is made to point to a variable, you can access the value of the variable pointed by the pointer using asterisk and the pointer name. If I simply say pointer name, then it will give the address of the variable which it is holding. If I say asterisk p, it will go to the location. It will go to the location with address, whatever present in the pointer, and it fetches the value. So that is how we use the pointer. So we'll take one simple example. So I'll take one simple example. I can take hash include stdio.h main. I'll take int a equals to 10, int asterisk p here. Now I'll make a equals to ampersand p. Then I'll say printf a %d \d address of a is %u. There we have to use %u. Why it is %u? I'll tell you. It is a comma address of a. Printf, I'll take the same thing. I'll access that to a through pointer, address of a through pointer. When I take this, this is asterisk p, then p. So if I execute this, so this is pointer 1, pointer OPS. Sorry, I did mistake here. P equals to ampersand a. I did the reverse. So now a is 10, address of a is 6487572. It is memory location. A through pointer, I'm getting same. Address of a through pointer is same. So once you make a pointer point to a variable, then you can access the value of the variable, address of the variable through pointer. You can say when there is already a name through which you can get a value and address, why we want a pointer. You will understand what is the power of pointer, why it is making C so powerful later. Just remember that pointer is a special variable which points to another variable instead of holding the value. So that is one important thing noted with related with pointer. Next thing is when I take a pointer. So in pointer declaration, we are using. So we are using here. We are using int asterisk p1. So float asterisk p2. Suppose char asterisk p3. Now double asterisk p4. So whatever I take here, I can take other thing long, whatever it is. Now p1 is a pointer to integer. P1 is a pointer to int. P2 is a pointer to float. P3 is pointer to char. P4 is pointer to double. But here the important thing is whatever I'm mentioning here, it int, float, char, this will not give the type of the pointer. It is not the type of the pointer. It is not type of the pointer. It always gives the type of the data pointer is pointing. So pointer is pointing to int. It is type of the data, type of the data, type of the data, type of the data. So whatever we use in the declaration, it is not the type of the pointer. It is the type of the data pointer is pointing. Now, whatever data the pointer is pointing, what is pointer is, it is address. So it holds address. So I gave you already, it holds address. When I take address, you have seen here address. So this is address. This address is an integer, which is actually unsigned integer. So that is the reason why I'm using here %u. I'm using %u. So whatever may be the type of the data the pointer is pointing, whatever may be the type of the data pointer is pointing, type of the pointer is always unsigned integer. Type of the pointer is just unsigned integer. It is nothing else, just unsigned integer. Because address, whatever memory address, unsigned integer, which is because it's an address. So this is one important point to note. The declaration, in the declaration, we have a type that is not type of the pointer. It is the type of the data the pointer is pointing. So irrespective of the type of the data pointer is pointing, the type of the pointer is always unsigned integer, because the pointer is holding address, whether it is the data in the location is character or integer, float, or any other data, some user defined data, this type of the pointer remains same. So whatever may be the type of the data, so the size, when you take the recent operating system, the hardware, the size of the pointer is actually 8 bytes. So I'll find the size of a pointer by saying P. So size of the pointer is 8 bytes because the addresses are 8 bytes. So the addresses are 8 bytes. So it is saying 8 because the addresses are 8 bytes. Now if you take this address, so the address here, it is here mentioned with some number, but the address is actually 8 bytes. So the size of the address is 8 bytes. So that is also one more point to note. The size of the address is 8 bytes. Size of address is 8 bytes. Now, during the declaration of the pointer itself, I can assign during the declaration of the pointer, we can make it point to some variable. So during declaration of a pointer, during declaration itself, a pointer can be made to point to a variable. Can be made to point to a variable. For example, here when I take here P is first declared, then later assigned. I may have int asterisk B equals to 50. Then I may say here int asterisk B1 equals to %B. So I'm declaring the variable pointer, and at the same time I'm making it to point to a variable here. I'm making it to point to a variable. So when I declare a variable, during that time itself, we can make a pointer. Here I'm declaring a variable, a pointer, later I'm assigning address. Here I'm declaring as well as assigning the address. This is initializing the pointer. So this we can call it as initializing the pointer. So you can also initialize the pointer. Now, once a pointer is pointing to a variable, it is not necessary that it should be pointing to the same variable. Later, it may point to some other variable. So I may take here, here now P1 is pointing to B. P1 is pointing to B. Later, I may make it point to A. There is no problem. So I can say P1 equals to ampersand A. So now P1 starts pointing to A. Now P1 starts pointing A. So it is in any way we can do it. So it is not necessary that once you make a pointer point to a variable, it is not necessary that the pointer should be with the same variable. It can be keep on pointing to different variable at different parts of the program, depending upon the requirement. So it can be keep on pointing to different variables at different parts of the program, depending upon the requirement. So this is how we use the pointers here. Once I'm making P point to A and also P1 point to A, then two pointers may be pointing to A. In this case, two pointers are pointing to A. It's a very common thing. It is not a special thing or a peculiar thing. So I can make more than one pointer point to. So here what happened, there is suppose in this example, I'll continue with the same diagram. So there may be B. Suppose B is present. It is whatever value 25. Suppose assume that it is 1000. Then there is P1 present here. P1 present. So P1 what it is holding 1000 initially. So P1 is pointing to B. P1 is pointing to B. Later, when I say P1 equals to ampersand A, it stops pointing to B, it starts pointing to A. Now, when P1 is assigned address of A, both P is pointing to A and P1 is also pointing to A. So this is how we use the pointers. So this is one concept related with the pointers. The next concept related with the pointers, we have seen the type of the pointer, which is one important concept. The next concept related with the pointer is pointer arithmetic. Pointer arithmetic. So when you take the pointer arithmetic, normally the arithmetic operations we perform are plus, minus, asterisk, slash, percentage. These are the arithmetic operations. Even plus, minus, are also arithmetic operations. But when we perform arithmetic operations on pointers, suppose if I take pointer P1, pointer P2, whatever it is, I cannot perform all arithmetic operations on pointers. There is a restriction. There is a restriction on the arithmetic operations that are performed on. There is a restriction on the arithmetic operations performed on pointers. So the restriction is only some operations you can perform, not all operations. Increment, decrement you can perform on pointers. Increment, decrement. This is one operation you can perform. Then add, subtract, integer from pointer. Then subtract one pointer from the other. One pointer from the other. So these are the only operations we can perform on pointers. Nothing else can be performed on pointers. So we can perform increment decrement operation on pointers, add subtract integer from pointer, subtract one pointer from the other. You cannot add two pointers. You can subtract one pointer. You can subtract one pointer from the other. Subtraction is allowed. Multiplication is not allowed. Division is not allowed. Percentage is not allowed. Plus plus is allowed, minus minus is allowed. Here plus is add subtract an integer, not add subtract one point, add integer from pointer. So add integer to pointer, subtract integer from pointer is allowed. Subtraction of one pointer from the other is allowed. I cannot say P1 plus P2, it is not allowed. I can say P1 plus plus. I can say P2 minus minus P2. This is okay. I cannot say P1 into P2. This is not allowed. So I cannot say P1 by P2. It is not allowed. I can say P1 plus 100. So I'm adding integer. I can say P2 minus 50. So it is subtracting integer. So only these operations are allowed, not any other operations. This is one very important thing. So when it is pointer arithmetic, there are some restrictions on pointer operations, because when you take the pointer is an address. So there is no meaning in adding two addresses, like house addresses. If I want to add, if I take two house addresses, there is no meaning in adding house addresses. Now, suppose if there is now house address like 13 2-727, just some example. Now I can add one to it so that I can get the address of next house. I can subtract one from it so that I can get the address of another house. There is a meaning. Even if I take some address like 13-2-641, there is a meaning if I subtract from one address from the other. Okay, you can get the number of houses. There is no meaning if I add two addresses. There is no meaning if I multiply two addresses. There is no meaning if I take the remainder of division. So these are all meaningless things. That's why it is not allowed. So they are not, they are illogical, not logical. So incrementing pointer is very much logical. Decrementing is very much logical. Adding, subtracting integer is very much logical. Subtracting one pointer from the other is very much logical. So that is the reason why only those operations are allowed, because pointer is an addresses. Remaining all meaningless operations like adding two addresses, so that's why they are not allowed. So that is next thing. So we'll see what happens when you perform these arithmetic operations. So first we'll take increment decrement pointer, increment decrement pointer. Now I told you that when I take a variable, it will occupy some location. Suppose if I declare integer, so it will occupy first location, second location, third and fourth. So it will have some addresses, already I told you. So this will have address 2000, this will have address 2001, this will have address 2002. This will have address 2003. Now, what we say is, even though A is associated with so many addresses, when I say address of A, it is starting address. When I say address of A, when I say ampersand A, it is not 2001, not 2002, not 2003, but it is 2000, because 2000 is the starting address. So when I take a variable, the variable may be associated with multiple locations, so it may be associated with multiple addresses. But when I say address of a variable, it is address of it is the starting address of the variable, not address of any other location. Now, when I take a pointer, so if I have a pointer, if I take int a10, so it is stored here 10, and int if I take int asterisk p1 equals to ampersand a, so now p is having p1 is having 2000. P1 is having 2000. Now when I increment P1, when I increment P1, it is not incremented by 1, not incremented by 1. This is one very important thing you have to note. It is not incremented by 1. So if I increment it by 1, it will be 2001. It is not address of any variable because it is not starting address. Only the starting address of the variable is address of the variable. Remaining, they are addresses, but I cannot use them because if I try to use them, I'm trying to use the partial value in the variable, which is not possible in computers. If I want to use a variable, I have to use full variable. I cannot refer part of the variable. I want to refer this. It's not possible. It is no logic behind taking the part of the variable. So when I say P1 plus plus, it is not incremented by 1. So when I say P1 plus plus, what I am saying to P1 is, please point to the uh, next location where there is a possibility of another integer. So A is occupying from 2000 to 2003. The possibility of the next integer, if at all present, will be at 2004. So when I increment a pointer, it is not incremented by 1. It is incremented and decremented by size of the data type. This is one very important point to note. Size of the data type. Why? What is the logic behind this is so that it will point to next integer if at all present, where it can be present. It can be present only after the last location of A, which is 2004. So if I want to go there, so starting the address is 2000. If I say P1 plus plus, it is actually the size. So it should be added with the size. So it becomes 2004. Now when it is 2004, then it points to the next integer. If at all present, it will be present here. It will be present from 2004. That is the reason why it is incremented or decremented by the size of the data item the pointer is pointing, not by 1. So for example, suppose if I take, if I have double pointer. Now, when I say it is pointing some double variable, suppose double x equals to 1.23, then I'm storing address of x, and the x is at location, suppose 3000, and it occupies 8 bytes. So it occupies 8 bytes, so 3000 to 3007. Now, when I say P2 plus plus, it is 3000 plus the size of the data item is 8 bytes. So it is 3008. Now P2, which was holding 3000, now it was pointing to this. Now when I say P1 plus plus, now it holds 3008. So that it points to the next variable of double type. Similarly, when I decrement, suppose if I say 3000 P2 minus minus and P2 is 3000, then it becomes 2992. So it is always incremented or decremented by the size of the data type the pointer is pointing. So this is very important. There will be questions on this, not for your final exam, but it is for placement related things. This kind of questions will be there. You must be careful with the arithmetic operations because they are not like normal arithmetic operations. In normal arithmetic operations, when I increment or decrement, it is incremented or decremented by 1. But when it is pointer, it is incremented or decremented by the size of the data type the pointer is pointing. So that is increment decrement of pointers. Next, similarly, when I take adding, subtracting integers from pointers. So next is adding, subtracting integer, adding, subtracting integer to or from pointer. That means you can add integer to pointer, you can subtract integer from pointer. So again, if I take int, I'm taking int a equals to 10, int asterisk p1 equals to ampersand a. Now a is at location, suppose 3000, and whatever it is, b, I'll take same address 2000, and p1 is having 3000, and it is pointing to this. Now when I say p1 equals to p1 plus 10, so in normal cases 10 is added to this, but now what happens when I do this, it is actually what is going to happen is p1 plus 10 into size of the data. So size of the data means what I am saying is point to a variable after 10 integers, point to a variable which is present after 10 integers. So after 10 integers, the location is 10 into size of the data type. So it is 3000 plus 10 into size of the integer is 4. So it will be 3040. So it is not 3010, it is 3040. So when I add some integer to pointer, it is added with the value times the size of the data type it is pointing. Similarly, if I subtract, when I say p1 minus p1 equals to p1 minus 100, so it is value times this. So if it is 2000 here, it is 2040. When I say 2000 minus 100, it is 2100 into 4, it is 1600, so it becomes 1600. So when I subtract 100 from pointer with address 2000, so it becomes 1600, not 1900. So this is the one more arithmetic operation which is very important with pointers. Now before we proceed with the difference, I'll take example here. It is better we'll take examples. So when I take hash include the io.h main. Now I'll take int a equals to 10, float or double x equals to 1.23, then int asterisk p1 equals to ampersand a, int double asterisk p2 equals to ampersand x. Now when I take printf percentage d, so printf percentage u, so p1 is holding this address, so I'll say p1. Then what I'll do is I'll say p1 plus plus p1 plus plus. Now I'll say printf p1 after increment percentage u, then p1, so you can observe there. Then I'll say printf p2 double pointer percentage u, then I'll say is p1 p2. Now what I'll do is I'll say p2 equals to p2 minus 100, then printf p2 after subtracting 100, so what it will be percentage u. So p2. Now we'll check what is the output we are getting here. So backslash n I'll give, then backslash n, then backslash n, backslash n. So I'll execute this.
semicolon, sir. Printf.
Okay. So pt or 2.c. So here I have to give semicolon, then I'll execute this. See here, P1 is initially at 6487564. P1 after increment, what it is becoming? 6487568. It is added with 4. Next, when I take P2 double pointer 6487552. Now, if I subtract 100, it is subtracted with subtracted 100 into 8. Sorry, double is 8. I think I have given 4 here. It is double is 8. Slight mistake. I think this is integer. Okay, here double. If I subtract 100, it is 100 into 8. So if 800 is subtracted, so if I subtract 800 from this, I'll get 6486752. 6486752. It is subtracted by 800. 800 is nothing but 100 into size of the double, which is 8 bytes. So this is the important arithmetic operations performed on pointers. Next arithmetic operation is subtraction of one pointer from the other. Subtraction of one pointer from the other. One pointer from the other. So when you subtract one point from the other, suppose assume that I am subtracting P1 minus P2. The important point to note here is both P1, P2 must be pointing to a similar type of data. P1, P2 must be pointing, then only you can subtract, must be pointing to same type of data. Same type of data. Suppose if P1 is pointing to double, P2 is pointing to int, you should not do that. It is wrong. It is not allowed. Now, when I subtract one pointer from the other, so what happens here is it is actual difference divided by size of the data item. Size of data item. This is one very important thing. Now, suppose if I take P1, assume that P1 is 1000 and P2 is 2000 and P1, P2 are integer pointers. This is one important thing. Both must be of same type, integer pointers. When I take P1 minus P2 minus P1, suppose if I take, then it is 2000 minus 1000 by size of the data, so it is 250. So what information we get here is the number of data items of the type the pointers are pointing that may be present in between these two. So 250 data integers can be present in between these two. That is the information we get. So when you subtract one pointer from the other, it is giving the number of data items of the type the pointers are pointing that can be present between the two locations. So if I say P1 minus P2 2000, 1000, it is when I divide it, it is if I subtract, it is actually getting divided by 4 automatically. I'll get 250. So this is how we get it. For example, we'll take one more here. Hash include std io.h main. I'll take int a comma b comma c comma d comma e comma f comma g comma h. Just I want to take this. So int asterisk p1 equals to ampersand a, int asterisk p2 equals to ampersand h. Now print f percentage u tab percentage u, then I'll take the addresses of P1 and P2. Now when I print the difference, so printf percentage u percentage d, which is the difference between the two. So I can write here P 1 minus P2. Suppose if it is negative, okay, we'll change it. So I'll say P1 minus P2. Now you see what you are going to get here. So I'll execute this. So ptr difference dot c. Oh, it is beside. So what I'm taking H. So I'll take G. We don't know what order they will be given. Still it is same X6487 P1 minus P2. A, G, suppose if I take D. Why you are getting same P1 minus P2. Int B. Int B. D. I'll take A. I'll execute this int F, something like this. Take one more here, int asterisk P3 equals to ampersand H. Now we'll see backslash T P3. I'll get P1 minus P3. Now we'll see. So it is difference is 2. We'll see one more here. Int asterisk P equals to ampersand D B. P equals to ampersand C. P equals to ampersand, just I want to do some operation, D, then P equals to ampersand E. So I'll execute it. So now when I take this, see this is address of P1. Here what we have to do, P3. So P1 is 548, P2 is 524. If you subtract, you will get 36. But is it 36? 40, 24 you are getting, but it is not the actual difference. It is actual difference divided by 4. So 48 minus 24 is 24 by 4 is 6. You are getting 6. So that is subtraction of one pointer from the other.